This is Boots back again with yet another keyboard. Today I have the E-Yooso K620. This is an 87 key mechanical keyboard with hot swappable switches. It has blue backlight, LED side lights. So we're going to check that out. That sounds interesting. Red switches. Whenever I have the chance to get some red or linear switches, that's what I always gravitate to. So where's my red switch gang? Where's my linear switch gang? Hit me up in the comments. Now, it has 3 color keycaps. It's wired. You can use this Mac PC, blah, blah, blah. Let's break open the box here. Pretty plain box. Pictogram of the keyboard on the back. So 80% style. So let's crack it open. K620 on the side. I got this on Amazon. The price for this guy was $30. With LED side lights, I was very interested. So I picked it up and see if we can figure out how to open this box. Okay. This comes out like so. All right, that's it. So you are greeted with a keyboard. Oh, I was going to say, no instructions. Let's pull this out here. Man, look at that. It's not quite a pure white, but I like it. It kind of reminds me of like an olden keyboard style, like from back in the 80s or early 90s. The key legends are nice and big. Let's see. That's pretty good amount of flex in this board. It's all plastic design. On the back here, got your E-Yooso branding. Got some kick-up feet. That is a plus. Remember, this is $30 keyboard, so we're not going to be too picky, but this plastic feels like extra cheap. Here's your grills for your LED lights. When we plug that in, we'll see that. Built-in cable, so we can't use our custom cable for this. It sits pretty flat like this without the kick-up feet, but I always like the kick-up feet anyway, so that's how we're going to use it. Off the bat, feels pretty good, but this is a very lightweight keyboard. There's almost nothing to it. Let's plug it in, see what we got. Got a little bit of a cable management zip Velcro on here. All right, you guys see the backlight. It's like an ice blue kind of backlight here. There's a couple different modes. There's chasing lights, there's response typing lights, and then the side RGB lights. I went through the different modes on there. They're not very bright. I had to have the room pretty dark, almost all lights off, in order to actually appreciate the lights coming off the side here, because any little bit of light will wash all of it out. So. Okay, so that was a little bit of a typing test there. This keyboard feels fine. If you're getting into the mechanical keyboards, I wouldn't say this is a good representative. Typing itself feels fine. but I'm just saying the board itself is very flimsy feeling. The backlight is not up to par for my standards, I should say. And the selling point for this keyboard here are the side RGB lights, which are barely visible. So no, I wouldn't recommend this thing for your first mechanical keyboard, but $30, it is what it is. So with that said, let's get a keycap puller and take this thing apart. Supposedly it has hot swap switches, so I want to test that out. All right, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with y'all. I hate this keyboard. I hated it as soon as I pulled it out of the box. It's way lightweight. It's really plasticky feeling. It's just not sturdy at all. Okay, I like the colors. I like the color of the keycaps, but the keycaps are the cheapest ones I've ever seen. The kick-up feet are fine. The backlighting is horrible. As you can see, it's like flickering in my screen. I couldn't even adjust my shutter speed to go slow enough to capture the lights without it flickering. The side LED lights are dim. There's a couple different options for them, but they're dim. At the end of the day, you can barely see. It's advertised as a hot swappable board. I started tearing it down, took all the keycaps off, took a couple of the switches out. I see that they're OTEMU switches. Now, OTEMU switches, hot swappable, okay, but you can only put other OTEMU switches in there. They should have said that. They should have told you what switches they are when they tell you it's hot swap, because that severely limits your options if you want to hot swap these switches. So what's the point of even having hot swap on there if you can't put whatever switches you want on there? So that kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I just put it back together. I'm about done with this keyboard, man. I'm gonna say this: if you're looking for a cheap throwaway mechanical keyboard because yours died and you need one in the interim because you're saving up for the Ducky, you're saving up for the Varmillo or something like that, saving up even for like a Royal Kludge. If you're saving up for something like that and you need something to get you by, go ahead and get this. All right, just be sure that that's what you want it for. That's it. I wouldn't even buy this to even upgrade it. It's $30. Got OTEMU red switches in there. Well, whatever switches, you can get them in the clicky blue or the brown as well, but this one has the OTEMU switches in there. You can only hot swap this with other OTEMU switches, otherwise you're going to bend and break all your pins, possibly damage the PCB slots. All right, so just be warned, if you do want this thing, don't get it for the looks. Don't get it for the functionality. Don't get it for the lights. Don't get it for the keycaps. Get it because you need something for now, for the interim. Or if you never even had a keyboard before, okay, go ahead and get it. Otherwise, I can't tell anybody to go out and buy this thing. I don't recommend it at all. But if you do want it anyway, there's a link in the description. Hit like, hit subscribe if this helped you at all. Hopefully you saw this before you purchased the keyboard. So this is Boots with CyborgTeam.com. Thanks for checking us out. I'm out. Peace.